apologize for that. Can you hear me now? If anyone joins, let me know if you can hear me now. All right, let me see. Let me make sure I can hear myself. Hello, hello, hello. Still nothing? Still nothing? Oh, come on. What is going on with the sound? Do y'all hear me? Because I don't hear anything. Hey, Black Beauty. Hey, Bruna Butterfly. Can y'all hear me? Okay, good. Good. Okay, I'm back. Good. Thank y'all for tuning back in. Again, hello, Black Beauty. Hey, sis. How you doing, Bruna Butterfly Food? Thank you for tuning in. Okay. All right, y'all can hear me. I don't know what I did. Oh, my goodness. Thank y'all for tuning in. Adrian Davis, thank you. Thanks for tuning in. All right. We rolling now. All right. I don't know what I did. All right. So, topic I said, and this is really for the ladies. I mean, it's for the fellas too. I have a part 2 to this. Are you a ride or die chick? And if you are, please explain. If you aren't, please explain. I'm getting this from, I'm just sharing this to my page because I messed up the first live. So as you all probably heard, Yaya Mayweather, who is Floyd Mayweather's daughter, one of his children, she's with this guy, NBA YoungBoy. He's a rapper. And he has a lot of baby mama drama. All right. He's been in so many altercations with different baby mothers. It was alleged that he has herpes, all type of stuff. Oh my God. Yaya Mayweather decides to go to his house. How you doing, Papa 2020? She decides to pop up on him, and he had this young lady there. Now, allegedly, they already have a kid, and she's pregnant currently. So that means he's up to no good. He's not faithful, right? All right, hold on. He's not faithful. Let me just. All right, hold on. Can you stop for a second? He apparently is not a faithful type of guy. Sorry about that. My kids, I can't do nothing. So he's not faithful at all. He has so many different women pregnant. Mommy. All right. Stop. Hold on. Stop the press. I need y'all to relax. What? Now go lay down. All right. Take your kids to work. They're driving me crazy. Let me see what you're saying because they just threw me off. You said it was a good term in the 90s and now it's a bad term in 2020. See how slang words mean to be changing each generation. Thank you. Because that's exactly where I'm going with it. In my generation, I feel like that ride or die chick, that was what's cool. I was just playing the song. That was what was cool. All the women wanted to be. I don't know what exactly it meant, but we thought that's what we wanted to be, right? And what it really entails is like a man could do whatever he wants to do, and we supposed to just ride on his wave, right? He could be a cheater, he could be a loser. Oh, but I'm riding for my man, right? No. Yes, Black Beauty. Thank you. She's so young and naive, and you hope she gets her act together. There's no man out here worth your freedom. Thank you, sis. She's facing up to 99 years. I was reading the article. I can't even read it again. I was mute earlier, but she's facing up to 99 years for stabbing this girl. Okay, and she's gonna be a felon. Of course, she's not gonna do 99 years, but they're gonna hit her with something. She's not gonna walk away just clean and easy. So was it worth it to ride out for a man who obviously doesn't respect you? He's done plenty of interviews stating that he's still in love with one of his baby mothers, Janaya, right? But Janaya has a restraining order against him, so he can't be near her. Yes, that whole situation was messy. Blew the butterfly full. He has too many messy situations. And then his mother chiming in. She's not even literate. I'm sorry. You couldn't even understand what she was saying. But now we see that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Yes, NBA YoungBoy does the sister wives polyamorous style relationships with this girl. Yep. He had almost all his baby mothers, I think, except for Janiyah, because they had the restraining order, at one of his concerts. And Yaya was going right along with them. Like, I think these young girls are worse than the girls of my generation. Right. I want a gangster. Oh, that's probably not even on Apple iTunes. You know, I'm getting copyright strikes for this video, but it's all right. I feel like, what's up with her mom? How is her mother allowing her to do the things that she does? She's only 19. I'm not saying that it's easy to control a 19-year-old, because it's not, but she needs some type of guidance. It's just unfortunate. She didn't even get into her career yet. She didn't even get into her career. She wants to be a rapper. She's not known for being a rapper. She's known for being a rapper's girlfriend or wife, like he said. You said at least 40 on paper. Who are you saying at least 40 on paper? He said in the 90s meant down for him. Bonnie and Clyde shit. 2020 means you're a man's slave. Submissiveness is starting to be a slurry word for women. Wow. But a slave is like being submissive to your man. So what do you mean by that? I see what you mean, the Bonnie and Clyde shit. That's a ride or die chick. Like, if he's going down, I'm going down mentality. And I just want to know from the ladies, do y'all feel that way? Do you feel that you're a ride or die chick? Or if you're not one, why aren't you? Oh, you said time. At least 40 years you're saying she's going to get. Wow. Wow. Yeah, because she's in Texas. She was in Texas when that happened. And Texas laws, they don't play. They do not play. Let's see, though. I was basically reading from the Urban Dictionary. The term ride or die chick is a hip-hop origin neologism. Okay, I know I'm saying that wrong. Referring to a woman willing to support her partner in his risky illicit lifestyle, despite how this might endanger or harm her. The woman may even take an active role as an accomplice and manifest a willingness to help men in dangerous situations and a sense of shared risk. Lord. Yeah, I'm definitely not a ride or die chick. That's why, I noticed I put in my as my name, she's a rider with a question mark, because that used to be my handle on Instagram. She's a rider, but I can't use that no more because I'm not really a rider like that. Your ass is gonna go down alone, okay? Because I want to live. If I go down, it's gonna be of my own volition, of something that I believe in, not because a nigga wanna sell drugs. It's gonna be because I want to sell drugs, and I might have taken him down. No. Aaliyah Miriam says submissiveness is not doing everything and anything for a man, though. So please explain what your definition of submissiveness is, because I would love to hear it. Mad Ann 22 says NBA YoungBoy sounded like a simp, talking about you, talking about this girl, my wife. Boy, you sound like a simp. That's why all them boys attacking him while he's down now. Yep. But he is kind of a simp. He's a young man who's not educated. No offense, because just because you don't have a college degree doesn't mean you're not smart or educated. But I'm saying he's not formally educated, like, in that way. So a lot of stuff he says doesn't even make sense. You said Slim and Queen still pushing that BS. Right. I didn't even watch that movie. I didn't even watch it. Yeah, that's all I can say. It's that LOL, right? A woman should encourage a guy to do good, not bad. And that's a fact. You're not supposed to say, oh, yeah, you want to sell drugs in the corner? I'm with you, boo. Whatever you want to do. Now, yeah, a man is going to do whatever he wants to do, but you don't have to encourage that. You have to set your standards and say, look, all right, you want to do that? But now, if your dumbass gets locked up, I'm not going to be there. So take your chances if you want to. Melissa, Yaya's mom, and Josie Harris has fought over Floyd countless times. She's her mother's child. In fact, Mayweather and Melissa made Yaya on his and Josie's relationship. Melissa has not. Wow. Thank you for that tidbit. Interesting. So, yes, she probably witnessed her mother fighting or on the phone yelling or just acting irate in general. And now she thinks that's the norm. Set the best example as a woman with class or a mom. Right. Thank you, Black Beauty. You're absolutely right. And NBA is the product of a fatherless son. Wow. It's just so sad that these young people are putting their business out there thinking that it's cool, but it's actually making them look really bad. And more elders got to step up. And even I can be considered an elder to them because, yeah, they're 19 in early 20s. I'm pushing 40. So we got to speak up about this behavior. Like, we understand the behavior, but now that you recognize where it comes from, chill out, sis. You don't have no kids. You don't have no ties to this man. You got to learn when to hold them and when to fold them. A woman's supposed to make you better, not worse. Facts. But a man also has to be willing to be better. You can't just say, oh, a woman can do but so much. She can be of support to a man, but she cannot make a man into a man, if that makes sense. He has to be willing to make those changes. You said she see Floyd with a lot of different women growing up, so it was obvious she would chase a boy like her daddy and be a young boy. It's not obvious. That should have made her wise to how men are. But then again, sometimes when you see things like that early on, it could do one or two things. Make her chase a man like that, or make her do the opposite and say, I know what type of time it is with dudes. I'm not even, what? You can't tell me nothing because I seen my father playing women. But she obviously doesn't have that type of intelligence to go that way. So she wants a man just like her father. Absolutely. Makes a lot of sense. And, it takes trial and error to learn, but I wish we would have had the people in a younger generation to talk to us more rather than rely on our grandparents, stuff like that. What about the generation right beyond us? That's more youthful, that could recognize things and not talk down to these young people, but shed some light. Like, what you're doing is not going to get you that far, because we went through all of it for you. Also, my second part to this question was, and I didn't put it in, I don't think, for the fellas that's on here, do you respect a ride or die chick? Is that something that you feel that you want in your woman? That's a good question. Because a lot of times we think that that's what a man wants. But do men actually respect a woman that's willing to go along with all of this shit? I'll wait. I'll see what Madden is going to say. Do you respect a rider? Let's see. It's either she gets wise and stay away and be anti-man, or find a man who's opposite of Floyd. It's either that or she will run towards and find a man like him. You're right. I know. Excuse me. It's even like a lot of the people that grew up with a lot of siblings, sometimes they tend to not want any kids. And then sometimes they may want a lot of kids because that's what they're used to. You said, I respect it, but depends. Don't be a doja. Sorry, I'm still coughing. Don't make me laugh. You said a doja? That I know exactly how old you are for saying that word and where you're from. That's what I'm saying. And I think that's where the fine line comes when men say they want a woman to be their peace. Oh, I want to come home to a peaceful environment. I want this. I want a woman that's this. Fine, but it's a fine line in between being a man's peace and just getting walked all over. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I haven't found that fine line because I just haven't. I told y'all, have too much emotional intelligence. I'm working on it. But I feel bad for the young girls. And then the guys that they are running after, they just not there mentally. They don't even seem like the type that should be in a relationship. I don't know. Let me know if I'm bugging. I see a lot of these young girls, they want their bodies done. They look very sexual, over sexualized. The hair, the makeup, the nails, the skimpy attire. And then the guys that they with, it's like, that's who you trying to impress? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. You said don't make a man. Good afternoon, pretty Nikki. Thank you for tuning in, sis. Yeah. What do you mean, Maddie? Don't make a man? Okay. I lost that one. I'm lost. But yeah, so we was just talking about Yaya Mayweather. She's facing time in prison for stabbing her fiance or boyfriend's baby mom. Now, if the girl is currently pregnant, why are you stabbing her? You should be stabbing him. If you're gonna go down for something that makes sense. You said don't let a man walk all over you. Okay, thank you. Because I was like, am I missing something? Right. Don't let a man walk all over you. Absolutely. Been there, done that. You can hear me now? Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, David Boyd. Yeah, so I wanted to ask that question to the fellas. Do you respect a ride or die chick? A woman that's just down for all your shenanigans, whatever you want to do. Does that equate to somebody that really loves you? Is that a good partner? Or do you want somebody with their own mind? They know when to say no. You know, I know a lot of men's egos get hurt because they feel like women are supposed to be submissive in a certain aspect towards them. But in all actuality, that's not what gets a man to love you. What makes a man love you is the respect level first. And a lot of times, I don't think young women understand what that means. I know as a young woman, I didn't understand what that means. You know, you like a guy, you feel like, oh, I got to answer my phone every time. I'm talking about as a real young woman, teenager. Oh, if he calls me, I got to answer. You know, if he wants to see me, I need to see him. And then that starts to trickle into now, oh, he wants to have sex or he wants to be physical. So I feel like I have to do it because I like him. I don't want to disappoint him. You know, that's young girls' mentality. But when you start getting older and you see that being nice doesn't really get you the love and respect of that man, then you just become a bitter ass bitch. And they wonder why black women become bitter. Maddie says, I'm starting to question words like submissive and cooperate in the dating game. What these dating coaches is teaching men only takes those type of women. So what are you doing? You're on what? Plenty of Fish? You're on dating websites? What are you doing? Because you're talking about dating coaches. Okay, let's talk about that, Maddie. Hey, thank you, Donnie, for tuning in. Thank you. What about you, Donnie? You want a ride or die chick? Or you want a chick that's gonna go against the grain? Black Beauty says there's a difference between submission and fuckery. I want to know what your opinion of submission means. Like, what does submission mean to you? Because another young lady said submission doesn't mean doing whatever that man says. So what exactly does it mean? Because I need help. I don't think it's a difference. For me, being submissive means being compliant. And I'm not compliant all the time. So I need y'all to make me understand what that means. Mad in 2020, 22. I always say 2020. Yeah. How do you feel about the term pick me chick? Do you suggest men to date hypergamous women or pick me women? Ooh, wait. Let me Google that because I've never even heard that term. I don't even want your definition. I want to know what the Urban Dictionary says about a pick-me chick, because I've never even heard that. Pick-me chick? Meaning, hold on. A woman who wants the attention of the opposite sex or same sex so badly, she'll throw her fellow woman under the bus. Internalized misogyny at its finest. Usually starts her sentence with, I'm not like the other girls. Another pick-me line is, I don't drink, smoke, or have sex with random people like all the other females out there. Guess men only go for hoes instead of real women. I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry. Yo, yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Speak on it. I know a lot of pick-me chicks now that I read the definition. I know a lot of chicks that throw throw other women under the bus. They've done it to me. And I keep saying that. A lot of the problem is y'all men. Y'all men make other women jealous of women because you bring other women up to other women. You'll bring up the attributes of another woman to another woman. I'm going to give you an example. Like, you start talking to a guy, you don't know him that well. You're just getting to know him, right? So y'all are just dating. Sex doesn't have to be involved. But because it's a casual dating situation, he's going to mention other women that he knows. Oh, do you know this person? Especially if you're from the same neighborhood. Oh, you know so-and-so? Yeah, I know her. Yo, she's pretty, right? Yeah, she's pretty. Okay. Stop doing that, because that's what makes these pick-me chicks think they got to throw other women under the bus. I'm talking about, I've had women start rumors about me because they know certain guys like me. So they're going to go tell that guy, oh yeah, she's a slut. Like, if you don't sit your little thirsty ass down. Pretty Nikki 73 says, to me, submission is submitting to your partner in their strengths. Excuse me. As a couple, we each have strengths. We have to be willing to submit to decisions that best help as a couple, a family. Okay. Thank you. That is a perfect definition. I understand now. To me, you can only be submissive to your husband then, if we're going to go by that definition. Because you're talking about a partner, a real partner, like you're sharing something in life. I'm not submitting to a man I don't live with. I'm not submitting to a man I'm casually dating. Am I wrong, ladies? Let me know. I told y'all I have no emotional intelligence. I'm trying to get feedback from y'all. You said dating in 2020 ties into this. Yaya is a submissive chick toward every young boy. In the dating world, she's considered a pick-me because she listens to him, cook for him. She treats him good. She's more than a pick-me chick. She's like, for my man. She's going to be on that show. That's an episode. She stabbed somebody. The girl didn't die, but Donnie says, I like when a woman makes a man stronger. She is the strength of his weaknesses. Opposite, but the same. Hard to explain. LOL. Facts. No, that's a great way to put it. I like that. Right. So, and that's what I'm saying about you cannot coddle men. As a woman, you cannot coddle men. You can't baby them. You can't. It's a way to talk. That's the problem. We don't communicate. Maybe as Black women, we do need to communicate better, because I know a lot of Black men complain about Black women's attitude. So, there's a way to let people down gently. There's a way to express your disdain for something without getting irate and upset. I know I'm one of those Black women that get irate and upset. So I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about me. Donnie said, trust is better than obedience. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to be obedient to a man I don't live with. Wallace Delaney said, we are a checkmate for one another. Nothing makes a man truly happy is taking care of his queen and making her happy. That's nice. That's nice. You said no. Submission comes with being fully responsible for one another and committed. Okay. All right. But like I said, that's a marriage. I don't feel you could do that when you're in separate households. I'm sorry. I can't trust somebody I don't live with. I just don't. Is that wrong? Like, you could barely trust people that's right up under your nose. What about we don't live together? I don't know what you're doing when you're in your home. Like I said, I just had a whole incident with my neighbors across the hall. He's always with one woman, and now a next chick comes talking about she's his girlfriend. So I'm like, men be having double lives. Wallace Delaney says, being a male doesn't make you a man. As a people, we are in a lower state than our original selves. One of Caucasian tactics is dismantling families to control us all. And we fall into the trap. We fall into the trap. There's so many people that is single right now going through this whole pandemic situation alone. And it doesn't even make sense. For what? He said submission is not obedience. It's trusting in the other person's strength. Okay. All right. I like the way you put that. Pygmy is a quote unquote good girl who rather listen or benefit a man than being out for self and what benefits women. Hypergamy is basically someone being selfish and unfair, selfish gold digger. All right, that's your own terminology of it. Hypergamy is like dating up, like you're not gonna date beneath you. That's basically what it means. You're gonna marry someone who has something of value to offer, and not someone that you potentially will have to struggle with, or someone you have to take care of financially. So yeah, we all got our own definition. But yeah, I still didn't hear the fellas say if they want to ride or die chick. Y'all put it in your own terms. You know what I mean by that. Somebody that's always for you no matter what. They're never going to go against what you're saying. And a ride or die chick and a submissive chick is two different things. Because a ride or die chick is just stupid. That's just stupidity. A man could come to you and say, let's go rob a bank. Okay. Because you're in love with him. Or a man makes you an accomplice in something that could potentially get you in trouble. Again, I've been there. I'm not saying that it's a terrible thing. You know, I don't understand it. I understand it. I'm just like, now that we understand it, now that we're wiser, let's make better decisions, because that ain't one of them. I mean, I love my black men, but you have to know what works for you. You can't get into situations with a person that is not going to have your back. You just can't. Yes, Pretty Nikki says, well, too many black women are falling for the white feminist BS. Too many black men are falling for our white male colonizers patriarchy. This has to stop. That's true too. They a lot of people said that black women should not be feminists at all. In no way, no how. We are not feminists. I don't consider myself a feminist. I want to need a man, but I don't feel that a lot of our men are built for that. Again, maybe it's my environment. But from what I see, a lot of our men, it takes them quite a long time to feel like they're capable of being a family man, settling down, you know, not playing around. Wallace Delaney says, as a man, I have to earn and be worthy of a woman's peace. If a woman demanded our respect, we wouldn't have a choice. A nation can't rise no higher than their women, period. I like that. That's true. That's true. And like I said, it does. A lot of women do need to take responsibility for the things that they do. Right? This wasn't a slander on men. I was talking about Yaya. So now let's put it into terms of young women today. And even it doesn't even have to put an age on it. Some women, no matter what age, they're ride or die chicks and they do stupidity like Yaya would have done. Because first and foremost, it's always a competition with women. Women are constantly competing with each other. Okay? Especially when you feel like you're in love with somebody, that's all you can think about, and you gotta, compete with other women. I've been in a relationship like that. Okay? But when you know your self-worth, I'm not gonna say who loves their self or not. I can't say Yaya doesn't love herself. She's insecure, but that doesn't mean she doesn't love herself. She doesn't know her worth. So if you know your worth, you are not going to deal with a situation like that. Period, point blank. You are not going to put up with it. He said, I would like a ride or die chick that's down in a positive way, not a negative way or in a way that harms her. Okay, that makes sense. See, now we getting some honest answers. Because men could try to portray all of this shit that they want, but they love to put women down and saying that we don't do enough. That's why they cheat. We don't give them peace. You know, just it's always complaints about women. Mad answers black women definitely don't need to be feminists. No. But can black women truly rely? Can black women truly rely on black men as a whole? We're not talking about the jibs and jabs, the good ones. I'm talking about as a whole, collectively, are black men in a place to be the protectors and providers of their families, even at a young age? NBA young boy, I don't even think he's 25 yet, but he has how many kids? So he has no choice but to be a little bit more adult, but he's a child. Bruno Butterfly who says, would you ever divest as in swirl? I'm sorry, I can't. The furthest I will go is somebody Hispanic. I have never been with anybody outside my race. That's just not where my attraction lies. I'm not saying it because I'm so racist. It's more so of an attraction thing. Okay. So yeah. I can't knock anybody if that's what they choose to do, but I'm sorry. I don't want to be with somebody who I gotta second guess if their family is gonna accept me. Or our culture is gonna clash, because I come from the hood, and although I am not my environment, I still have that in me. I still have that upbringing in me. Can a person from another race relate to me? You said when Yaya gets 25 or older, she will realize the stupidity she has done and won't look to make the same mistakes again. Right. It takes for her as a woman to break out of that relationship. She's waiting for him to change. She's waiting for him. It's never going to happen. You have to force the change in the man. So a lot of the things y'all said is true. You have to force that change. You have to be strong enough to say, I don't want no parts of your harem or hoes. I'm going to stay over here. I know it's crazy because they're going through this during this pandemic, and that's probably a part of the reason why that happened. Because she's by herself, like she's not sleeping with him, and he's over there at his own place doing God knows what. And that probably drove her crazy. A lot of us are going through that. I know a lot of single people are going through it right now. We could put on a good front all we want to, but nobody wants to be alone or feel lonely, so to speak. Oh, hold on. You said no, it's not racist, and you make valid points. You're right. Thank you, sis. I mean, again, I would date a Hispanic person, but I don't like white men. I don't. I'm sorry. It's a couple of them that's cuties. Like, you know who I liked? For a second, not like, but I thought he was attractive. Whoever the actor was in Thor, that Thor movie that had came out. But I'm not attracted to a lot of them. They're not my cup of tea. I love chocolate. All flavors of chocolate. You said we at least hope, because we know there are many women who never learn. Right. They never learn. It's a lot of 40-something-year-old pick-me's. It's disgusting. He said right now, the protesters maybe. What? Oh, providers of a beta male provider, but protect we can, but not fully, because by their actions, black women don't want the protection. Black women may say it, but by actions, no. So explain to me why you feel like black women don't want protection. I know that black women can provide for themselves. And I know there's a lot of black men who don't even want to provide for black women. They want somebody that has the bag. They're not going to take a woman who is at the grassroots of her life and try to build her up. We build our men up Things have changed. Okay, there was a time where black men built black women up, but that doesn't happen anymore. Not too often. Wallace Delaney says, check this out. I'm 47 years old. I'm the common denominator in all my relationships. Any progress starts with self-analysis. Whatever I've been through, I look at myself and what I did and didn't do. Thank you for that. Now, Wallace, have you ever been married? Have you ever been married, and do you have any children? Yes, I'm being nosy. Jerry Wilson says, there are some ride or die women. Also, there are scam artists as well, which I love to expose. I've been alone over 5 years, and if a woman doesn't want to be with me, I won't force them to be. I hear that. Whew. Black Beauty says, I like being alone. I don't deal with fuckery. Sorry, not sorry. I hear you. I don't want to deal with fuckery either, but I still have hope for a strong partner. You know, I don't want to just feel like I'm just giving up hope on love. Mad Ann 22 says, I need a woman who I can relate to, and I don't have to teach them my culture. Facts. That's how I feel. Like, I don't want to have to. I'm saying black slang jokes and words, and you're like, what? No, I can't do it. Pretty Nikki 73 says, when did the definition of ride or die change? It meant something different when I was growing up. Well, I'm saying that's not a term, like I said, that these Generation Z kids are using. This is from my era. I feel like I grew up in the 90s. I was born in the 80s, but I was coming into, you know, myself in the 90s, early 2000s. We use that term ride or die chick. And I feel like the women in my era, we probably secretly aspired to be that, because that's what we thought was what we were supposed to be for our men. We thought we had to be nice and do things for them, and you know, it's another form of being submissive in a way when you shouldn't be submissive. It's basically being submissive to the wrong motherfucker because they ain't got good intentions. That's what a ride or die chick is. FBA 90 says, Aaliyah, are you now divested from black men and exploring your options? Hell no. I will never give up on black men. I'll curse y'all out in a heartbeat, but I've never dated outside of my race. So no. Somebody asked me that and I was like, no. I'm not even attracted to other races. Black women don't, because they want to play Miss Super Independent Woman, and the other half wants to be hypergamous in the wrong way. That's why they don't want to be fair. That want to be for self too much. See, this is the conflict. How can a woman be an independent woman, meaning she got her own money, she has her own career, got her own, but then she wants a man that's hypergamous? What's wrong with that? She wants a man that can match her, or she wants a man that can top her. Because there's going to be women that they don't respect men that can't do more for them than what they could do for themselves. There's still women like that. So, like I said, black women could do better with how they come across black men. But black men kind of have to get this idea out of their head that women have to be submissive, because the roles have changed. Like I said, things are not the way they used to be. Right. Like things are not the way they used to be. Let's say we're a decade apart. Yeah, I feel like Pretty Nikki, you're more of in an era where black men were still partners. They're still trying to be partners. In my era, a lot of us are single. We have kids with people, but we're single. You know, a lot of us are either living at home with our families, but not the families we created as a whole. So, mommy. Hi, Bryce. I'm doing a video, so you have to be quiet, okay? You gonna be quiet for me? Yes. Okay. Ari, you gonna be quiet? Thank you. Yeah, so I just want to come on here for a little bit and chop it up with y'all. I'm going to do a video later. I don't know if you guys are following Fly Nubian Queen. I'm going to go live on there later on around 8:30. That's a cracker. So let me get off and see if my kids need something from me. I love y'all. And subscribe to Goddess Masterpiece if you haven't done so already. All right. Have a good afternoon.